ॐ गणपतये नमः। ॐ सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। Let us take in Shiva Shakti in 5 deep breaths. Om Shiva Shakti Om. 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 देवी सुरेश्वरी भगवती गंगे त्रिभुवन तारिणी तरल तरंगे शंकर मौली विहारिणी विमले मम मति त्रातां तव पद कमले भागीरथी सुखदायिनी मात तव जल महिमा निगमे ख्यात नाहं जाने तव महिमा पाहि कृपामयि मामज्ञानम् हरिपदपाद्य तरङ्गिणि गङ्गे हिमविधुमुक्ता धवलतरङ्गे दूरीकुरु मम दुष्कृतिभारम् कुरु कृपया भवसागरपारम् तव जलममलं येन निपीतं परमपदं खलु तेन गृहीतं मातर्गङ्गे त्वय्यो भक्तः किल तं द्रष्टुं नयमहर्षत् पतितोद्धारिणि जाह्नवी गङ्गे खण्डितगिरिवरमण्डितभङ्गे भीष्मजननि हे मुनिवरकर्ण्ये पतितनिवारिणि त्रिभुवनधन्ये कल्पलतामिव फलदां लोके प्रणमति यस्त्वां न पतति शोके पारावार विहारिणि गङ्गे विमुखयुवति कृत सरलापाङ्गि तव चिन्मादः स्रोतस्नातः पुनरपि जठरे सोऽपि न जातः नरकनिवारिणि जाह्नवी गङ्गे कलुषविनाशिनि महिमोतुङ्गे पुनरसरङ्गे पुण्यतरङ्गे जय जय जाह्नवी करुणापाङ्गे इन्द्रमुकुटमणिराजितचरणे सुखदे शुभदे भृत्यशरण्ये रोगं शोकं तापं पापं हर मे भगवति कुमति कलापम् त्रिभुवनसारे वसुधाहारे त्वमसि गतिर्मम खलु संसारे अलकानन्दे परमानन्दे कुरु करुणामयि कातरवन्द्ये तव तटनिकटे यस्य निवासः खलु वैकुण्ठे तस्य निवासः परमिह नीरे कमठो मीन किं वा तीरे शरठः क्षीणः अथवा श्वपचो मलिनो दीनः तव नहि दूरे नृपति कुलीनः भो भुवनेश्वरि पुण्ये धन्ये देवी द्रवमयि मुनिवरकन्ये गङ्गास्तवमिममलं नित्यं पठति नरो यः स जयति सत्यम् येषां हृदये गङ्गा भक्ति तेषां भवति सदा सुखमुक्ति मधुराकान्ता पञ्झटिकाभिः परमानन्द कलितललिताभिः गङ्गा स्तोत्रमिदं भवसारं वाञ्छितफलदं विमलं सारं शङ्कर सेवक शङ्कर रचितं पठति सुखी तव इति च समाप्त जय जय गङ्गे हर हर गङ्गे जय जय गङ्गे जय हर गङ्गे जय जय गङ्गे जय हर गङ्गे जय जय गङ्गे हर हर गङ्गे जय जय गङ्गे हर हर गङ्गे Ganga Mai. That's how I call her, with lots of love for her. Sarvam Brahmamayam. Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Everything what we perceive, interact with in this whole manifestation is nothing but Brahma. Because everything is evolute of that Brahman, which is only one. So to understand that, Ma Ganga is demonstrative, live, divine being who is very much with us. If we look at it, on the surface of the earth, 71% is filled with water. In that, 96.5% is ocean. If we take within our body, a human body, 72% is water and 12% is earth element. 6% is air element and only 4% is fire, and the rest is the subtlest element, which is ether or space. So in human body itself, all these four, water, earth, air and fire, are fixed in the proportion, whereas the ether can be managed according to the evolution of each individual. Ganga is that which flows, that which flows. So Ganga river, which is in Uttarakhand, Himalayas, she's very much our mother and she's goddess Devi Ganga, Ganga Mai. She's there since Vedic age, even though the earliest Rigveda does not refer to her very much. Whereas they, in Rigveda, Saraswati and Sindhu river, both the rivers are referred many times. Whereas in other three Vedas, Ganga river is given the highest value. So she's there since then. In Puranas, in many of them, they ordain that every human being should take a dip at least once in their lifetime in Ganga Nadi. And also Purana says, just the sight, seeing Ganga Mai, even the name of Ganga Mai, and the touch of Ganga Mai, who is flowing continuously, one comes out of the sinful acts whichever he has done and acquired lots of karmas, sinful actions, all are washed away. And a dip in Ganga shows him the path towards salvation. Shankaracharya, in his Moha Mudgara, that is Bhajagovindam Stotra, he clearly says, Bhagavad Gita kinchidadita Ganga jalalava kanika pita Sakridapi yena murari samacha kriyate tasya yamena na charcha. Whoever has studied even little bit or a phrase from Bhagavad Gita, whoever has sipped little bit or a drop, kanika, a drop of Ganga Jala, and whoever has done the Archana to Murari even once, he will never have any altercation or confrontation with Yama. That's what our Shankaracharya says. And we can read a lot about sugar. We can read the thesis, we can write the thesis. But until we put the pinch of sugar on the tongue, we won't know what the sugar is. In the same way, the divinity, greatness, the grandeur of Ganga river, Ma Ganga, can never be felt, experienced, understood until one dips in that Ganga water. So I sincerely urge each one of you to go and have the personal experience of Ganga, especially when we go with clean radar, the mind to receive her grace, one can experience a lot. And another thing, each time I go to Ganga, the experience will be different. So she's very much alive and she is divine. And she's like a mother. Each time she is ready to take us in her lap and console us, give us the joy, and send us back with lots of peace, pleasantness, freshness, and great energy in us. That is the best thing about Ganga. So please make your sincere effort to go with the nice mindset and spend time in the water. You will feel yourself. And also I pray that you all should get that chance. And this Ganga Stotra is nothing but what Shankaracharya has experienced personally with Ganga Mai has come out as Ganga Stotra. So his experience with Ganga is to such a great extent that he's able to connect the dots of Ganga's biohistory. And he has lived it and he has passed it on, his experiences through the words. So this Ganga Stotra is not just the poetic expression or Puranic stories being told. It's beyond that. It's beyond. Because Ganga means that which flows. Here, even though she has taken that form as a river, She is not just the Ganga Vahini or Ganga Nadi, but she is also Jnana Ganga. She is Daya Ganga. She is Jiva Ganga. She is Jyoti Ganga. She is Divya Ganga. All these qualities are flowing in that Ganga Mai continuously. So she is the flow of consciousness. When we come in contact with her through dipping in the water or through sipping the Ganga Jala, makes a person transform into the higher realm. So Ganga has such great power in her. And she's very much part of us. And also another thing which she's teaching, by keeping her name as Ganga Nadi, there should be that flow all the time. Nothing should stop and become stale or stagnant. Then it starts decaying, isn't it? When the water is flowing continuously, it is fresh, energetic. But if that water stops in a place and stays there itself with stillness, it decays. So, we, being the human beings in this Jagat, which is constantly flowing, moving, we should also know how to become Ganga Nadi, how to be flowing continuously in our jivana, in our life. So we get such nice thoughts, so many revelations we get once we are near that Ganga. So whatever I'm saying is through my interactions with Ganga. So I certainly urge all of you to make an effort to go there if you have not. Or once again, we all can go to enjoy her, to get her blessings. Because she's demonstrative Guru, living Guru. Devi Sureshwari, Bhagavati. She is goddess Sureshwari. Sura is the heavenly beings. For all of them, she is like Ishwari. Because Ganga Mai is having the power of giving the Jiva. Jivadai, she is. So she's that Srishti. Even for the maintenance, preservation, we need the water for sthiti. Even that she provides. Laya, that also she takes care. So she is Ishwari with that commanding power in her. Sureshwari. And Bhagavati, she having all divine qualities, she knows how to protect all beings and this world. So she is Bhagavati. Gange, one who flows. Fluidity and naturalness is her innate quality. If you see, water has that fluidity. That is its nature. And another very intricate nature of her is no way, no path is her path. Means what? She has the capacity to create her own path and go according to the availability of the path. That means she's flexible as well. Ganga, isn't it? Because of that quality in her, she's able to go the breadth of whole India to reach the ocean. So this point also we should imbibe from her. Being seekers, we should not become rigid. We should have that fluidity to go from step after step after step. If you keep on holding on to one step just because I like it, I will become stale and I will start decaying in that step itself. If I am a ritualistic person, I should not keep on holding on to that ritual itself as the last. No. We have to move step by step, move forward, flow forward, like Ganga, who is flowing continuously. Ganga, Gange. And she's Tribhuvana Tarini. She crosses all the Tribhuvanas. From Swarga, she starts and she enters the Bhumi. And then she enters the Patala as well. And then again she goes back to Swarga. And then she comes back. So her path is so long and beautiful. She makes us cross Vibhuvanas. What is it? Bhuvana is the world, Loka, which we create. It varies according to the Triputis, the bunches of trees which we have studied in so many other lectures. Like Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. Like that there are three kalas, three shariras. She makes us get across that also. Tribhuvana Tarini, Tarala Tarange. And she being Ganga, ever flowing, she has so much of energy in her. The two of different kinds and different levels. So she's always with tremulous waves which are dynamic, creating more energy. The chain of dynamic waves, Tarala Tarange, it is always fresh, always new, always different kinds of waves. Taranga is that wave. Shankara Mauli Viharini, one who resides in Shiva's jata, in his crown. And then she just comes out, trickles out as Ganga river. So being in Shiva's jata means she has imbibed all qualities of Shiva. Who is Shiva? The auspicious consciousness, which is Sat Chit Ananda. So she is Brahman, who is flowing in the form as Ganga. She is Saguna Brahman, Ganga Mai. Vimale, she is stainless pure. She is very pure. Many people say, oh, Ganga has become very dirty. Can't even step into the Ganga river. It is very dirty. Maybe we will fall sick. So let us not take a dip. Let us not drink the water. It is very dirty. But even the scientists have proved the quality of water of Ganga will never, never, never decay or become impure. The dirt is thrown as an outside thing. So she is only carrying it and making it flow away on her surface. But the quality she retains, it is exactly like Atma within every being, be him a scholar or downtrodden, murderer, king, irrespective of it, Atma is pure within, even though it is covered by filthy, maybe unhealthy body, isn't it? The body has so many filthy things, yet the Atma within is very, very pure. It will never change its essence. Forever it is Sat Chit Ananda. It retains that. In the same way, even Ganga Mai retains her purity, Vimalatva in her. So that's another lesson which she is teaching us. When we are looking at the person, the outer body might be filthy, but the inner mind might be good, might not be good. But even inside that, the Atma, which is emitting that ray of consciousness, is Vimala. So we have to look at that, interact with that. Vimale, Mama Mati Rastam, Mama Matihi Astam, Tava Pada Kamale. O Ma Ganga, let my mind stay, get established with full faith and devotion and love for you at your lotus feet. That is the first shloka. Bhagirathi Sukhadayini Mata. Bhagirathi. It is the Bhagirata to liberate all his ancestors' Atmas, which were not given the last rites properly because there was no water. It is Bhagirata through his tapas who brought down Ganga from Swarga. So she's called Bhagirathi. Sukhadayini, she gives Sukha, the happiness, joy. It's very true. Especially when we go towards Himalayas, it could be cold water in Gangotri or even Devaprayag, Rudraprayag. When we come to Rishikesh, it might be very, very cold during winter. Yet, once we take a dip in it, it changes the whole being and the feeling is very, very different and she makes us very happy. That interaction with her. In summer, in Rishikesh, it will be so hot. Even in Varanasi, it will be so hot. Yet, when we take a dip in Ganga, she soothes, she cools us down. So, even in that practical way, she is Sukhadayini. Tava Jala Mahima Nigame Khyataha. O Ma Ganga, your glory, greatness, significance is praised a lot in all Vedas, Nigama. Mahima, that is glory, greatness. Naham jane tava mahimanam. And Shankaracharya is telling, your mahima is so great that I don't know actually what your mahima is. You do so many things and it keeps going on and on and on. Every time my interaction with you, every time my contemplation on you gives me something new revelations. Oma, naham jane, I don't know, tava mahimanam, all your grandeur. Pahi kripamayi mam ajnanam. Ma, please, who is kripamayi, embodiment of compassion, please protect me, who is very ignorant, ajnana. I'm ignorant. So please help me out. So, Sukhadayini, Kripamai Mama Jnanam, Tava Mahima, all these things, we can actually feel it when we take a dip in that Ganga water. Because once we enter the water with, of course, oneness with Ganga Nadi, a kind of chill passes through and the mind starts churning. And one gets the question, something is happening to me. What is happening? What is it? Why I am feeling so different? What is it? What is happening? That question arises. And as the mind is questioning again and again, something is different, something is different. I'm feeling so happy. But it's not just the happiness, something else is happening. That kind of transformation happens. Then automatically the tears of unknown reason, it just oozes out. So one has to experience this. She is there with inviting arms. We should go and experience. Haripada Padya Tarangini Gange. Haripada Padya Tarangini. So Ganga is known for her waves, creating waves. That to different kinds of waves in different intensities of different shapes. So Shankaracharya is calling her as Tarangini itself, who has taken birth from Haripada, from the foot of Hari. So the story goes that during Vamana Avatara, when Vamana Vishnu lifted his foot to cover the whole ether, the sky, his toe punctured from that causal ocean, the water started trickling. And that was held in the Brahmaloka. And then when Bhagirath wanted to bring that Ganga from Brahmaloka, her force was so strong that she had to be brought into Shiva's jata, and he tied her up and he let her come as trickling water. And then she gains that force as she comes down onto the earth. So that is the story. Haripada Padya Tarangini Gange, one who flowed as Ganga. How is she? How does she look? Hima Vidhu Mukta Dhaval Tarange. She is with so much of waves with different hues of white color. She is sattvic by nature. She is sattva. So her waves are having different hues of whiteness, like Hima, snow white. Vidhu, like the moonlight. There is difference. Mukta, like the pearl. That whiteness is different. Dhavala, and she's transparent also, like the crystal, Dhavala. And she looks beautiful with this different hues, different qualities of that whiteness. Duri kuru mama dushkriti bharam. O Ganga, take away, um, take away the dushkriti bhara, the heaviness, the burden, the baggage of all my sinful acts, which I have committed for so many janmas, and I have been carrying it on me all these janmas. Duri kuru mama dushkriti bharam, the sinful acts. Kuru krupaya bhavasagar param. Please, I beg you that bhavasagara param, please make me get across this bhavasagara, the samsara sagara, from this existence which is filled with dushkriti, bhara. So, knowingly or unknowingly, we would have collected the baggage of our karmas. When we get into the water, when we are having that dip, a oneness with Ganga, one does feel lightness once they come out, and some kind of pleasantness, calmness, because Ganga has that capacity to take care of physical, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual well-being of a devoted person who has gone into her lap and having a dip. That Ganga has that capacity. That is why when we go with good mind, one feels some kind of churning transformation happening while being in the water. And I have seen many people shedding tears. For what reason? No one knows. But they feel so light and happy once they come out. Duri kuru mama dushkriti bharam. Tava jalam amalam yena nipitam. Paramapadam khalu tena grihitam. O Ma, tava jalam amalam. Your pure water, which has the essence of that Sat Chit Ananda, that purity, that bliss which your water has. Yena nipitam, who has drunk even little bit. Paramapadam, he gets the highest, supreme abode. that state of mind, the supreme state of mind, because she cleanses thoroughly. She cleanses not only the physical body, the mind, the heart, the thoughts, and the way we perceive the relationship with the rest of the world. Everything gets changed when we go with that pure mind of knowing that we are entering Ganga, who is none other than divine Satchidananda. Matar Gange Tvayyo Bhaktah Kila Tam Drashtum Nayamah Shaktah. O Ma Ganga, the one who is devoted to you, one who knows your greatness and who wants to have oneness with you, that deep connection with you, that person is so safe. Yama, the king of death, the god of death, will not have the power to look at that person who is one with you. Tam drashtum na yama shaktah. He will not have the power, strength. That means what? She is giving that devotee all sorts of energy, power, and jnana. That is important. She gives that jnana. Why? That oneness being in the dip in the Ganga water. Patitodharini Janhavi Gange. Janhavi, because she is the daughter of Janhu, who brought her out from his ear. So there is another Puranic story, and she's called Munivara Kanye Janhavi because she is considered as the daughter of Muni Janhu. Patitodharini, who has fallen from the righteous path, one who has fallen into the pit of sinful acts. Uddharini, she makes them come out of that pit. She lifts them up. Patitodharini. She protects them and she lifts them up, one who has fallen down in their life, in their actions, in their thoughts. Khandita Girivara Mandita Bhange. So, Khandita Girivara, the great mountains in Himalayas, she cuts through and also she winds and takes her journey further. Khandita Girivara, she knows how to cut through the rocks and flow. She has that power in her. Not only that, Mandita Bhange, at some other places, instead of cutting through or going through that hardship, she just bends and moves forward. Just imagine, she is a living, divine goddess, just in the form of water. So she has that power. We as human beings can only wonder how that water can do all such things like Khandita Girivara, Mandita Bhange. Wow. We can only wonder. And she's teaching us through this. She's flexible. Water is very flexible. It is not rigid and solid. Yet she is very firm and strong. So she can cut through, isn't it? And also, she takes any number of blows, hardships, and she knows how to bend and make her way and go further. Water has that capacity. We should also know. We should imbibe that quality from her. And because of the different seasons and different terrains where she flows, she also gets into, I would say, skillful confrontations or frustration, yet she doesn't give up. She becomes very lean, thin at some places. It looks as though Ganga is not going to flow any further. But she knows how to go further. So a seeker should have all these tactics, skills to proceed further with the blessings of Ganga Mai. Just like we inherit all the qualities from our parents, mother and father, we should imbibe from our Ganga Mai all these qualities. Kalpalatamiva Haladam. Did I finish? No. Khandita Girivara Mandita Bhange. Bhishma Janani. She is mother of Bhishma. Munivara Kanye. That is Janhu Muni's Kanye. Patita Nivarini. And she also prevents from one falling into the wrong path, unrighteous way of living. Because the mind, heart, everything transforms once we have the deep or connection with Ganga. So, through reciting this Ganga Stotra also, it gives us the connection with Ganga. Patita Nivarini. So, you can see Patito Dharini, one who has already fallen into wrong path, she lifts them. And she also avoids anyone falling into the wrong path. Patita Nivarini, Tribhuvana Dhanye. And she is praised in all the Tribhuvanas because she makes it prosperous. She makes it progress. Ganga Mai, Ganga Nadi. Kalpalatamiva Phaladam Loke. Ganga river gives the good results, phala, like kalpalata, the wish-yielding creeper. Pranamati yastvam napatati shoke, and whoever bows down to her will never, never, never fall into sorrowful state. Because interaction with her, oneness with her, gives the strength, emotional strength, the intellectual strength, the jnana to face the situation the right way and proceed further. So he will not fall into the pit of that sorrow. Na patati shoke. Paravara viharini Gange. Paravara is ocean. And she winds up and goes towards the ocean in her own way. How? Vimukha yuvati krita tarala pange. So when we visualize Ganga as a yuvati, a beautiful smiling maiden, because she is winding and going like this at the curve, it looks like she's turning away her face, giving the side glance. How beautiful it is. And it's true. She enjoys from the beginning the Himalayan terrain and the other terrains and even dry places. And while winding in different directions, it looks like she's playfully turning her face and going away, but still she has that side glance in those terrains. So, kalpalatam iva phaladam loke. In this world, she gives the financial help by giving the water, agriculture, economically, career-wise. In so many ways, she gives prosperity, the nation, the people, plantation, everything to blossom with so much of joy. So she looks like Kalpalata. Tavachain matah srotah snatah punarapi jathare sopina jata. This is so inspiring, this line, inspiring, and it is encouraging us to go closer to Ganga, to have a good connection with her in our daily life. How? Why? Tavachain Mata, O Mata, one who takes a dip. Snataha means one who has taken bath or one who has taken dip in your srotaha, in your river. Punarapi jathare sopina jataha. He will never go into the womb once again. That means he will not have rebirth. No doubt. He's telling this sentence because Ganga Mai is the flow of consciousness, flow of jnana, flow of divinity, flow of compassion, flow of devotion, bhakti as well, Bhakti Ganga. All good qualities are there in Ganga. Purity is there. Because her birth at the toe of Vishnu, Satchidananda, Vishnu. And then she resides in Shiva's Jata, who is auspicious and Satchidananda. And then she is flowing as Ganga river. So where is the end for her grandeur, the divine qualities in her? So if we become one with her, it is automatic that we won't have another Janma. Naraka Nivarini, and she also eliminates, avoids one getting into Naraka, the hellish life, or into the hell. Because the mind thoroughly changes. The perception of the world changes once we have the dip in Ganga. Kalusha Vinashini, and she takes away all the impurities, not from just the physical body. There are rivers which take away the impurities or the dirt from the physical body. But this Ganga takes away the impurity in all the three shariras, because The minute we have the dip in Ganga river, causal body, the Karana Sharira, where the thought, the very first thought arises, the very source of thought, the generator of thought, which is Karana Sharira. She cleanses that. And then Sukshma Sharira, the mind, Mano, Buddhi, Ahankara, Chitta, even that gets cleansed. And of course, Sthula Sharira, the physical body. So she takes away all impurities. She knows how to churn the whole being. Mahimottunge, one who has her grandeur, greatness, significance, the greatest among everything. She's in the top when it comes to Mahima, the glory. Mahimottunge. So, what we can understand here is Ganga being that Mahimottunga, she flows down with so much of compassion. The water will never flow upward. She always flows downward. That is compassion. She's making all her qualities being available to people and flow further, carrying herself to such long distance, covering so many regions, people. See in what all ways she's taking care of us. So, what can we understand as seekers and devotees? When our mind is held as Ganga, who is Mahimottunga, we have the clear view of the situations in life. We have the great clarity to see what the situation is, be it positive or negative, good or bad, irrespective of that, we understand what it is. Once we have the clear picture, certainly our action towards that situation will be correct only, right only. So, Mahimottunge, O Devi Ganga, you are the right Guru. I want to be like you. I want to imbibe that Mahima from you so that I can lead my life as a nice Ganga flow. Isn't it? And then Punarasadange Punyatarange. Punar Punaha Asat Ange. That means people who are into that asat, not the right one, not the truthful one, that path. Even those people who are into deeply into the actions and thoughts connected with something not real and something not correct, that person, Punarasadange, again, she will cleanse them and make them punya. She takes away the impurity from them through tarange, through her waves. Why that taranga? Why didn't he say water? Because taranga is that which churns. Because there is movement as wave. The feeling of a person who is in the water changes because there is movement in the water as waves. And those waves are Punya Taranga. So when we are splashed again and again with that Punya Taranga, the water might be still here, up to your knee or abdomen. But once in a while, when that clear, pure Punya Taranga splashes on us, it's totally different. So, like that, she gives us the sukha, happiness, joy, and she also takes away that impurity. And Jaya Jaya Janhavi Karuna Pange. Ganga rivers, Apanga is the side glance, is always Karunamaya. It is always compassionate. That is the reason, because her even the side glance is so compassionate, even the sight of Ganga, just sitting next to Ganga, also gives us that purity in mind, heart, calmness, peace. That is why Puranas keep saying the sight, the name Ganga. That is what we are doing. By reciting the Ganga Stotra, we are talking about her. And of course, the touch of her. That is through dipping in the water or through sipping. All these three will have effect on us when we do it with lots of love and devotion. Indra Mukuta Mani Rajita Charane. She is so great, Ganga. She is so helpful, beneficial for all the suras, devas, that even Indra, who is having his crown, which is gem-studded, when he bows down, her charana becomes shining. Indra Mukuta Mani Rajita Charane. Sukhade Shubhade Bhritya Sharanye. One who has surrendered to her like a servant. That is, with lots of love and devotion. Ma, I surrender to you. Whoever has surrendered for them, she gives sukha and shubha, the auspiciousness, wealth, prosperity she gives. One should have dip in it to experience this. Rogam, shokam, tapam, papam, harame bhagavati, kumati kalapam. Shankaracharya knows that Ganga Mai has the capacity, power, and compassion to take away the roga, disease. It can be for all the Shariratraya, or it can be emotional, spiritual, intellectual, physical roga. Ganga Mai, oh please take away roga, shoka, the sorrow. Many times we would have bottled up so many different bad incidents, and we would have hidden it, just curbed it down. It wouldn't have come out at all. So when we get into the water, all those sorrowful incidents just come up. It opens through the tears and it's all taken away. That has happened to so many people. Tapam, that is the agonies, one who is going through that agony of in life, even that papam, all the sinful things, harame, please take away. Hara means destroy. O Bhagavati, even humati kalapam, even the bad thoughts, the evil tendencies, all the vasanas which are not at all good for us to proceed further, that also please take it away from me. Humati kalapam. So it is the first thought which triggers the chain of thoughts and which converts itself as action, which triggers the reaction for that action, and we go through the sorrowful state or roga, shoka, tapa, papa. All these things are the result of the chain reaction of one thought, kumati. So please take away that itself. Make me pure, just like you. I want to inherit from you that. Because you are my Ganga Mai. Tribhuvana Sare Vasudha Hare. Tribhuvana Sare, you are the very essence of all the Tribhuvanas, of all three worlds. You are the essence of all three. Because she is Saguna Brahman, who has Tribhuvana Tarini. She has the access. So, Vasudha Hare. And to earth, you are like the garland. You are so beautiful. You are like the garland who is shining in different hues of whiteness. Hima, Vidu, Mukta, Dhavala. Tvamasi gatir mama khalu samsare. In this samsara, which I have created and which I am going through, in which I am deeply immersed. Khalu samsare, tvamasi gatir mama. You are the only gati, refuge for me. Oma, please help me. So, no doubt, many sadhus, santas, spiritual seekers, sannyasis, they all rush towards Ganga every year. Whenever it is possible, they just rush towards Ganga because they know the value of Ganga. They are not ignorant. They know it. So they rush towards that Ganga Mai. Alakanande, Paramanande. Alakanande. Alaka is the curls. Anande. Ma Ganga, when she's flowing from the Himalayan mountains, she comes with force, at the same time very graceful, forceful. It looks like with so much of energy in her, happiness in her, she's rolling down as though she is beautiful, energetic, happy curls on her face when she's coming. Paramanande. And that Alakananda is always very happy. Paramanande. That too, what type of happiness? It is that eternal happiness. She is blissful. Paramanande. She is blissful. Why? How? Her birth is from that Satchidananda. We have to remember that. And she is so compassionate that Alakananda, she flows and on the way she collects in Panch Prayags. She collects different rivers like in Vishnu Prayag. She collects one, Devi Ganga. And then she collects Nandakini river in Nandaprayag, Pindar river in Karnaprayag, and then in Rudraprayag she collects Mandakini river, and then in Devaprayag finally she collects uh, Bhagirathi. So she accommodates different rivers and she flows with joy, Paramananda. So this is also another way of becoming universal. She's accommodating different rivers and she says, come, come, come. So she looks like Alakananda, Paramananda. When we are accommodative, even if we take as human being, if we have that mindset, Wango, Wango, Bunny, Bunny, come, come, join me. You are increasing the positive energy which is already there in one. You are making them also come. So they will also have that inclusiveness. If we develop this collecting, receiving, accommodating, we become the universal person. Once we become the universal person, there is no competition or the fear of losing something. There's nothing. It is just one presence. That we have to learn from this Alakananda. Alakanande Paramanande Kuru Karunamai Katara Vandye. Katara Vandye is one who is bowed down by Katara, helpless, distressed person. For them also she has so much of room in her compassion. So she accommodates. Tava tata nikate yasya nivasaha. Whoever is having his home, his residence near your banks, near Ganga river bank, Khalu Vaikunthe Tasya Nivasaha. His abode is none other than Vaikuntha, which is very true. Tava Tata Nikate, close to your Ganga banks, one who has the residence. Because if I go back to the Himalayan Ganga, to the sight, to the eyes, it is beautiful with the background of mountains. The air which we will be breathing is also pure. It has the breeze of Ganga coming all the time because our residence is there. Like that, all the five senses are having nothing but the joy of nature. And Ganga Mai is bonus and she is giving that Ananda. So it is nothing but Vaikuntha, where everything is grand and filled with nothing but wealth and bliss, prosperity. So one will feel that there is magic in the air, purity in the ambience. What else can we have more than that? Varamiha neere kamatho minaha. And Shankaracharya is showing how one feels. Ma, me having residence, my home, next to the Tata, your bank, may not be possible. Even then, it's better to be Varamiha Neere in your water. It is better to be Kamatha, a turtle, which is always in the water itself, or Neenaha, or a fish. Kim va tire sharata kshina. Okay, if not that, turtle or fish, at least on your banks, I should be that chameleon or the lizard. It can be lean or thin. Kshina, one could be weak, very feeble. Even then, it is better to be next to your banks. Athava Shwapacho Malino. Shwapacha is the outcast. Shwapacha, one who is not clean at all, very unclean, miserable. Dina, low-born. So even if I want to go to temples, there might not be entry to me. Or even if I want to interact with great people around me in the society, that is also may not be possible. Even those who have been chased out of the society, away from everyone, that Dina, that Malina, one who is unclean, Shwapacha, is better. It is more preferential, chosen, than being Dure, Nahi Dure, Nrupati Pulinaha. One being a great king or being born in high grade families, high born, but they are away, far away from Ganga. That is of no use. Ma, it is better for me to be a turtle or a fish or even a chameleon or lizard or even a weak, feeble person or even unclean, miserable one, outcasted person, but not the king or high-born person, scholarly person, staying away from you. Bho Bhuvaneshwari, Punye Dhanye. Aho Bhuvaneshwari, you are the Ishwari of the whole world because you have that power and you are showing that power. Srishti Sthiti Laya of the beings you're taking care. In so many ways, you are ruling and controlling, maintaining, giving, executing so many things for this bhuvana to prosper. Bho Bhuvaneshwari Punye, and you are indeed a very virtuous, blissful being in the form of Ganga, ever flowing being. Devi Dravamayi Munivara Kanye. You are having prosperity in different ways and you are gifting it to all people without holding back. You are the giver. You're always giving, holding the upper hand. And all people are holding the hands to receive it from me. You are that. Munivara Kanye, that is Janhavi. Gangastava mimam amalam nityam. This Gangastava, this Ganga Stotra, which is amalam, which is emitting the purity and which is describing, highlighting, projecting the amalatva, the purity of Ganga Mai. Nityam Patati, whoever recites this with whole mind and heart in every adjective Shankaracharya has given to Devi Ganga, Naro Yah Sajayati Satyam, for sure he will attain that eternal truth. That means he will have that supreme abode of the eternal truth, which is Atma Jnana. She has that power. She is medicine, she is doctor, and she is the nurse who is doing like a mother. So all in one, nothing else is needed. If one is get connected to her, nothing else is needed. Yesham hridaye Ganga bhakti, in whose hridaya, in whose heart there is immense bhakti towards Ganga, tesham bhavati sada sukha muktihi. For him, there is always sukha as well as mukti. See, there are two different things. Sukha, when we are leading the life in this world, which is Jagat, we will have all abundance of things which are needed for me to be comfortable, very pleased, pleasant, and happy. That sukha she gives. When we go and have a dip in that Ganga river, she gives sukha to all the Shariratraya. She also gives mukti because she gives the jnana. That revelation comes from within. To know that nothing is permanent. Just like Ganga, the leg which I have put in the water, that Ganga is different from the left leg which I'm putting it now. The Ganga river is different. So it is momentary and it is flowing. And even through her journey, she is demonstrating, just because in Himalaya, she is having so much of medicinal plants, minerals, which she has collected, and she is giving it to the people in different regions. She is not holding on to that Himalayan rain. Or just because she is very lean in another region, she is not very sad and she's stopping there. No. She's continuously flowing without attaching to the beauty or to the distress or to the hardship. She is not attaching to anything. She's just flowing continuously. So every second, She's moving, flowing, Ganga. So when that is the thing, what am I holding on to? What is there for me to holding on to in this Jagat? Nothing. So that way she gives us the knowledge. Liberate yourself from getting attached to anything. Enjoy every moment. Enjoy every region. Kala, Desha, everything you enjoy, but without attachment to it. Then you will be very happy, oh child. That is the sukha. Be happy. She gives that. Very demonstratively, she is giving us that knowledge. She is Pratyaksha Daiva. Pratyaksha Daiva. And she attracts not only Hindus, even many non-Hindu people who have gone into that water have been attracted to her, and they have started doing their sadhana, being near the Ganga river in the ashrams on the banks of Ganga. So I will forward one YouTube link. You can listen to her experience in connection with Ganga. Ganga Stotramidam Bhavasaram Vanchita Paladam Vimalam Saram. This Ganga Stotra, which is filled with nothing but the fact and the truth about Ganga. Ganga Stotram Idam Bhavasaram. It is the whole essence of existence. Bhavasaram Ganga Stotra. Just these two words, one can keep contemplating on and on and on and on, and become peaceful. Bhavasaram, because each word in this stotra is nothing but the essence of whole existence. Existence as a living being, as a human being, and the world which we are interacting with, the mind, the heart, and the physical body, through which we are experiencing different things and carrying Jivana as our life as a flowing Ganga. All these things, experiences are put in this Ganga Stotra, and thus Shankaracharya himself is telling this is Bhavasara. It is the whole essence of existence. Vanchita Phaladam Vimalam Saram. And it is Vanchita Phaladam that gives the bhakta all the things which he is desiring for. It can be worldly, it can be emotional or material, even spiritual, or even salvation, mukti, vanchita, whatever you are having as the goal, this stotra is giving. Vimalam, it is pure because it is the interaction of Shankaracharya with Ganga Mai, which could be in such depth that he is telling Vimalam Saram, that essence is very, very pure, without any impurity in it, stainless. Shankara Sevaka, that is Shankaracharya. Shankara here, Shiva. He is telling I am the servant of Shiva. Shankara Sevaka. We can take it like that. Shankara Sevaka, Shankara Rachitam. And my name is also Shankara. And I have created this stotra. I am praising you, O Ma Ganga, through these adjectives, through these words, which are nothing but the fact which I have experienced. Shankara Sevaka, Shankara Rachitam, Pathati Sukhi Sthava iti cha samaptaha. And it is finishing. Pathati Sukhi. One who recites this will be Sukhi. He will be blissful all the time. And this is composed in Madhura Kanta Panjhatikabihi. It is the chandas, the meter in which this stotra has emerged. Is Madhura Kanta Panjhatika. Paramananda Kalita Lalitabihi, the words which have come, which are inspirationally formed, are blissful, which gives just nothing but happiness. Paramananda Kalita Lalita, Lalita, which is graceful. Because when we start reciting it every day, we understand the Lalitya, the lilt, and the graceful combination of the letters and the words to describe Ma Ganga, Ganga Mai, is so beautiful. It gives that joy and happiness. So, the final teaching of this Ganga Mai, what we can take through this Ganga Stotra is Ganga Mai starts her journey from Himalaya all the way, and she goes through so many different regions and terrains, collecting medicinal, herbal essence, minerals, and good quality. And she flows. And she distributes all these things to different people in different regions, taking away roga, tapa, shoka. And she also goes through hardships, becoming very thin. Filth is thrown on her. In spite of all that, she never stops anyway. She keeps up her innate nature, which is fluidity, flow, continuous flow. Till where? Till when? Till she reaches the goal of entering the Bengal and then merging, she becoming that Indian Ocean, which is also called as Hindu Sagara, and in Vedic period it is called Ratnakara, which is filled with gems. Ratnakara. So that Indian Ocean, she becomes that Indian Ocean. Again, she goes up and starts the journey. So like that, even we should make our jivana itself, our living itself, as Ganga Mai, and keep proceeding forward, flow without stopping, without decaying, without making it stale. It should keep flowing towards attaining the goal, the final goal, which is Brahmananda Sagara. That Brahmananda, which is ocean lake. That is the main thing which he has given us, Ma Ganga. And Shata Shata, Koti Koti Pranamas to Shankaracharya, who has given this Ganga Stotra, which is very helpful, guiding us to move forward. Om Shiva Shakti, Shiva Shakti, Shiva Shakti Om. 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 Shiva Shakti, Shiva Shakti, Shiva Shakti Om.